Hi, this is Sifulin. Welcome back to the online university. In this series, I want to specifically talking about how to use a technique called Bong Chu, which is mostly known as a Bong Sao in Cantonese. Accompanying me is one of my assistant instructor, Michael Ko.
Hi.
Okay, so when it comes to the Bong Sao, Wing Chun as a big family, there's many different perspectives how to do Bong Sao, and it's not a matter of who has the right or the wrong Bong Sao. If you find a certain type of Bong Sao works for you, then you should stick with it and train based on your preference, based on what matches your body. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a couple of different ways to do a Bong Sao, both from the general commonly as the other Wing Chun family, to have a reference, and then I'm gonna show you our Black Flag Wing Chun perspective how to do a Bong Sao. So typically there are many different shape and looks and technique how it's being done when it comes to Bong Sao from different family. So one is they might do it like this, okay, with the hand straight. Another type is a little bit lower. Another type is with the wristband. Another type is with the elbow is actually out, okay? Or sometimes even with the pivot, or with the step like this, okay? So this is a common general Bong Sao. So in a Black Flag Wing Chun, our Bong looks like this, okay? As you can see, the elbow doesn't go out, the elbow stay inside, and the hand is on the center line. Okay, so actually, the proper understanding is the elbow is located between the inside gate and the outside gate. This is what we know as the yin line. Okay, and then the hands is actually located on your upper dantian, which what we use as a high reference point. Okay, this is what our Bong Sao look like. Now, some of you probably wonder why we do the Bong Sao like this. For us, what makes Wing Chun to be Wing Chun is because of the idea of maximum efficiency. By definition, maximum efficiency means whatever you're doing can no longer be simplified into less step. So meaning, when you deal with an attack and it takes you 2, 3, 4 steps and it can be simplified into less steps, therefore it's not maximum efficiency. So here's the application. Let me show you some of the differences. So for example, a typical common other Bong Sao, they start with punch, tan, and then they use a deflection, okay, and then they do a lap sao hand into this. If I do it in a fast motion, it will be like this. Okay, again. Okay, so this is typically what other Bong Sao commonly is being used. Of course, there's a lot of different variation. So, for example, some of them do it with pivot and then into lap. Some of them do it with the step into something. Some of them even do it with the stepping forward, okay, to jam the space. So, using this ball. So, let's go ahead and count how many steps and how many hands is involved. So when I do the hand, to do the bong into a lap, that means I have to use 2 hands to deal with this 1 hand, okay? And we're gonna count how many steps it's gonna take. So from the bridging point, I'm gonna use the first deflection, which is the bong. Let's count this as 1, and then I'm gonna have to use the lap, and then I'm gonna have to use a punch or whatever technique that you wanna throw afterward. So in conclusion, 1, 2, and 3. Of course, in a fast motion, okay, but it can be very fast, but it takes 3 steps for you to do this, okay. Whatever the variation with the pivot or stepping forward or stepping to the side, to the outside gate, the end of the day, you use 2 hands and 3 steps. Now, in the Black Flag Wing Chun, I want to introduce the concept of the maximum efficiency. When you use the maximum efficiency, whatever you're doing can no longer be simplified into less step. So therefore, you can use the bong even as offense instead of defense. Okay, so with that being said, this is our Bong Sao looks like. So from the tan position, immediately I'm going to step in with the elbow on the inside. Okay, so let me demonstrate again in a slow motion from tan. Okay, so the moment that I apply my bong, okay, I only need to use one hand to do with one hand, and I only need to do one step, and we're still going to the outside kick. Okay, so one more time from here to here. So this is our Bong Sao looks like. Now, this is why we don't keep the elbow on the outside, because we want to go ahead and jam the opponent's space so that we can occupy it, and using offense as defense, which is this very simple idea of Wing Chun. Now, some people may have a different opinion that, the Bong Sao is meant to be used as a deflection hand, not as an offensive hand. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you prefer to use a bong as a deflection hand, you can still do that. But what I want you to understand is, again, the idea of the maximum efficiency. And if you feel, this can help you and can improve your Wing Chun skill, then, you should try it and apply it. Okay. So, for example, so the idea of using the bong as a deflection. So meaning, let's say I preach with a tan, and the force is too strong. So the whole idea of some Wing Chun, they say to deflect this hand, so from here, to deflect it and still going forward, okay? But even as a deflection, okay, from the tan to bong, let's count this as 1, and then the lap sao, 2, and the attacking hand is 3. As a deflection, it still requires 2 hands and 3 steps, okay? Where in the Black Flag Wing Chun, we want to make sure whatever we're doing can no longer be simplified into less steps. This is how we define the maximum efficiency. So how do we, in the Black Flag Wing Chun, how do we use the Bong Sao as a deflection then? It is still possible. So let's just say from the punch, I bridge into a bong, okay? So let's just say the opponent force is way too strong, okay? Way too strong to the side, okay, or toward me, okay? So instead of fighting this, what we want to do is, I want you to count how many hands is being used to engage. So as the force is coming this way, what I'm going to do, I want you to watch my elbow. As you press, my elbow stay on the, still immovable on the inside, between the inside gate and outside gate. And while my hand is actually throwing, this is what we call a sub, okay? So from tan into bong, and then if the force coming in, we just redirect. As you can see, I don't need 2 hands to deal with 1 hand, and plus, I don't need 3 steps. So from the bong, the moment he press, I'm already on the outside and controlling his space, because my elbow doesn't move up. So this is how we use the 5-line theory that consists of the 2 yang line, which is the border of the outside gate, the yin line, which is the border between inside gate and outside gate, as well as the center line, in reference to the height based on our upper tantian. So from this side, okay, start with the tan, you're gonna go to bong. If you can even though we can occupy and destroy his structure immediately. So let's just say the opponent force is way too strong. So instead of fighting it, what I want to do is, you just want to redirect him. As you can see, I use only 1 hand, and my elbow stay in my yin line, which is the border between the inside gate and the outside gate. Okay. So let me show you again from the tan to bong. The moment that he pressed to the side or with excessive force, then I just redirect him with 1 hand. And I never lose contact, my elbows stay on the yin line. So one more time, from tan to bong, the moment that you press, I just redirect. Okay? So with that being said, that's enough for today's lesson. And again, this doesn't mean our Bong Sao is more correct than other Bong Sao from different lineage. It's just a different perspective. This is how we do the Bong Sao based on our understanding of the maximum efficiency. Okay, I hope you like the video. If you find it useful, please apply it to your Wing Chun training. And thank you very much to watch this video. Don't forget, please to click like and share this video and put your positive comments in and feedback. So thank you again, and I look forward to see you in the next video.